Have you ever finished designing and you stared at your design for some few minutes, something seemed off, and you just could not place it? Most time, it's not your colors or your font. It's a broken design principle. Hi everyone, my name is Rebecca. I'm a product designer, a creative, and a storyteller. In this video, I'm going to be walking you through the core design principles that every product designer needs to know. So just imagine you open an app and everything, you have the same colors, you have the same font sizes, you have the same spacing. Users are going to be lost because they will not know what exactly to focus on. But on the other hand, if you design an app and the header is bold, the title is clear, the subheading is also, it has the proper sizing, the buttons have the proper sizing and the proper color of use, the spacing and everything. User can easily just read through and know what comes first and know how to just go through the app. If everything is loud, if every button have the same colors, if every title have the same colors, the same size, basically, if everything is the same, just know that everything is just going to be loud and users will not be able to get a thing from that interface. The next is consistency. Now, consistency builds trust. If I come to your app and I know this particular color button is used for this purpose, and I go to the next screen and you're showing me another thing to do with that button, then it means you're not consistent. If you're also mixing different icons together or maybe different colors of icons together, that shows inconsistency in your design, or the way you represent your information, the tone at which you use. One thing to note is that a good UX reduces thinking. It means that every time I have to come to your app, I do not need to think about what to do with a particular button. Users don't have to relearn a product every time they move to a new screen. The next is alignment. Now, this alignment, at first, users might not notice, but as time goes on, they have to look at it that something feels up, and this is where something feels up comes in. Because imagine a button that they are seeing, and then the text is centered aligned, and then they see another button, and then the text is left aligned. Then you pause and wait and look at it that what exactly is going on, like what's happening. Another example is just imagine you are on an onboarding screen, and then you see the first onboarding screen, and then you have the text at the left side, and then by the time you scroll to the next page, you're seeing the text and the copy at the center, and then you start wondering what exactly is going on. Then you move to the last screen, and then you see the text maybe at the left again. Then you just start wondering, do you even want to even proceed with that type of app that is inconsistent? So that's alignment for you. You might not notice it immediately, but as time goes on, something feels off, and that alone can reduce the number of people that use your app. Now, when you use another app that the alignment is right, you see the modals and they look exactly the same thing. You see the way the tests are being arranged, they are so consistent even with their alignment and everything. That app feels so professional, and when you look at it, you just know that, oh, this app, nothing is wrong with this app, and you just go ahead with your day. So good alignment creates order, and order makes your work feel so professional. So another thing to note is almost aligned doesn't mean it's aligned. If you need to use a particular picture, be consistent with it and try to follow it through. Another thing you can do is to use a design system and try as much as possible to stick with it. The next point is contrast. Contrast is not about making things look pretty. It's about making things look accessible and visible. That is, it is about visibility and accessibility. Can I see this thing clearly, even with a very good contrast? Is it visible enough? Can somebody of old age look at it and see it clearly? You also want to make sure the colors you are using are matching. You want to make sure you're not just putting any color on each other. You're not just putting any text on any background that is not so clear. One thing to note is that if users can't see, they cannot use it. And if they cannot use it, it just means that's a failed product. My next point is proximity. Now, proximity answers one question: do they belong together? Now, you want to group items that have the same functions together. For example, if you are creating a form, you want to make sure you have the input field all together and there is a space between that form or that field and the button. That is proximity. Proximity is when you align the same item together. It gives the user the sense of, okay, these are all the things I need to do at once. In proximity, one thing to note is that spacing is not for decoration. Spacing is for communication. Spacing is communicating that, oh, these items here, they belong together. So proximity helps users to understand even without reading instructions. And of course, you can't add instructions to every screen or at every point. So proximity, even without you being there, the proximity helps users thinking clearly. Another one is feedback. This is one mistake that I see often. So when a user clicks on a button, they don't get any feedback. They don't know if it has been submitted or not. So feedback is very important. If I copy a number, I need to see that, oh, copied. You need to give users feedback that shows that, okay, I pressed something and I got a feedback. Feedback, users know exactly what has happened. But imagine copying a number and they don't know if it has copied or if it is not copied, or the button is not even working. So basically, your feedback is telling, it's like a form of communication, and it is very, very important. In UX, every action needs a reaction, and silence in UX is passing a wrong information to the user. Passing an information that something is broken in the system. The next thing I'll be talking about is simplicity. Simplicity is not about removing things that are valuable from your design. It's about removing noise, removing the unnecessary things, the over-explaining things, over-simplifying things, like decluttering things, basically. When a design feels off, these are the things that you need to do to debug the design. Ask yourself this question: is the hierarchy clear? Are patterns consistent? Is your alignment right? Is there enough contrast in your design? Are related items grouped? Does every action have feedback? And the last but not the least is, can I remove anything? Is there anything I need to remove? Can I declutter this interface? If this video helped you understand or see design in another way, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.